Vacation rentals, over the past years, there seems to be this sudden flurry of interest in the category, especially from an online opportunity. We've seen at this conference an explosion of new companies tackling the space, as well as very established players in the category that have introduced some pretty compelling online strategies. What's driving that, do you think?
Well, I think that the real driving force of that was we finally got together a lot of good information about what's really happening in the industry, and that was as a result of the Focusrite Study, which many of us as the founding companies and as larger vacation rental management companies, we were involved in the funding of that process, and I think that confirmed what we've been saying for years, is that we're a larger industry than what the perception is, and that there's a lot of opportunity for revenue growth, not only within the vacation rental industry itself, but also those who supply and distribute to us.
But the segment at the same time, it's so fragmented. The properties are so, or the nature of the properties are so different, so distinct, very unlike hotels, which really suits itself to online distribution. What are some of the things that vacation rental companies like ResortQuest and others are doing to make the product merchandisable and effective in an online shopping and selling environment?
Well, what we've done, all of us individually, have moved towards displaying our properties specifically, and that, for example, in the vacation rental industry, each unit in the segment that we manage today is different. Is that they're not interval ownership type properties, they're not generic like hotels. Everyone has an expectation when they go to a hotel that they know what they're going to get based on what the brand is that our units are different. They're owned by different owners. We contract individually with them. They decorate them differently. They have renovated them at different times if they're an older product.
But is that a plus or a minus from a merchandising standpoint? Does that make
it makes it difficult for the online travel agents and the distribution world because we're a different type of product and a different mix. It makes it difficult for them to present us properly. But I think people are finally realizing that we're of such value out there and we have such potential that we're going to convince the industry that they need to present us differently than they typically do hotels.
So certainly you're aware of the announcement last Tuesday. There was a staggering amount of investor funding that went into HomeAway, which is obviously a major force and competitor to the professionally managed segment with its online presence and pursuing the model of supporting individual homeowners in marketing online. What's your view on that?
Well, the first thing I'd say to you, Doug, is that I don't perceive HomeAway as a competitor. Is that they're another choice for the owners of vacation rental properties to use to market their properties. They're going to be those that are able to take care of their individual homes themselves and use this as a marketing tool. One of the things that did come out of the study was that 42% of that inventory is using our services, even though they're marketing their own properties. So we are there as a part of it. I see HomeAway as a large segment of our business. I think the figures in the Focusrite study said around 50% of the whole market is the RBO or rental by owner type of property.
Right.
So they are in the vacation rental business just like we are. They're in a different marketing segment of it. We don't see them, and there are vacation rental management companies that will disagree with me, but I see them as a complement to our business and a way of helping us move forward to expose the vacation rental business to the rest of the world, the 90% that don't know about us.
But certainly with that $250 million, they're going to start to go after, I would think, some of the homeowners that currently use ResortQuest or others to manage their properties. Is that a concern?
I think if you asked any vacation rental management company who's good at what they do, that they're actually using the RBO sites as well to expose their property because it works. But yes, they're competitors for our owners, but the market is so large that there's room for all of us.
Also, one of the defining characteristics of the market, it's so fragmented, not only among the home ownership world, but also among the property management company world. And ResortQuest has had an approach of aggregating different property management companies and some successes, but also challenges. Do you feel that the landscape is sort of suited towards a consolidation, or what's the future?
I think yes, it's a fragmented business. The ResortQuest is only 10 years old, and we were the first to sort of do a large aggregation. We were undercapitalized, and we learned from some of our mistakes in the past 10 years. And yes, there's an opportunity to do more aggregation, but I think where the real aggregation for the industry is going to come is when for the first time, there are some new things out there that are allowing all of our industry to communicate with the online world, and the aggregation will come there.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, is this your first Focusrite conference?
This is my first one.
So, what do you think?
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was valuable. A lot of information that I got from the presentations. The networking is extraordinary. Is that I came here and met my industry, and so I've been very pleased with it.